Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to another Planet Zoo news update. We're here in Nunakanata and we're letting it snow because the Arctic pack is on the way. Colour me corrected because in yesterday's update, the free update 1.1 that we're getting next week announcement video, I said I don't think we're going to get paid DLC this close to release. I think we'll get one free animal with the pack. Blah, blah, blah. I know everything. And then Frontier were like, nope. You're wrong, pally. Here's how it's actually going to go down. So, 1.1, the free update, everything we mentioned in yesterday's video, that is all coming for free next Thursday. Alongside that free update with all the changes to pack animals, the changes to aging of animals, age, speed, and all that sort of stuff. Alongside all of that, we're also getting a content pack, a paid DLC called, I think they're calling it the Arctic pack, that comes out on the same day. So not just one free animal, we actually get a host of them. Yesterday, after the video went out, they did share this sort of teaser image of some antlers, which everyone sort of kind of assumed were reindeer. And that was it. I think we were going to get reindeer as a free animal with the updates, but no, not only are we getting reindeer, we're also getting Arctic wolves, polar bears, and Dall sheep. So we're going to go over each of those very quickly. So the reindeer is the only one they've sort of showed officially just now. Usually what will happen though is this video will go out and seconds afterwards they'll show another one, because that's kind of how my look goes with these sort of things. But yeah, reindeers they showed officially there. They look absolutely gorgeous. They're so adorable. Reindeer, caribou, whatever you want to call them. The sort of taxonomy there is a little funky, to be honest. From what I understand, caribou are wild reindeer, reindeer are domesticated caribou, but I'm sure somebody in the comments is going to correct me there. But either way, these pull Santa's sleigh, okay? That's what we're looking at here, folks. And I'm very excited to put them into. This is basically Nunakanata, the DLC, this one, right? Let's be honest. It can pretty much all fit in there. So we've got reindeer. We've got the gorgeous polar bear. Can't wait for them. Really excited to see that. That's the one I really kind of wanted, to be honest with you. The Arctic wolf, again, I imagine probably most likely just a reskin of the timber wolves there, but, you know, that's kind of fine as long as we get a few more sort of individual animals. I don't mind with a couple of sort of reskins there. And finally, we've got the Dall sheep. Again, another one super excited for. It's a native North American sheep, so it will fit perfectly into Nunakanata. Again, these images are just images of the actual animals here. We haven't got anything from Planet Zoo themselves just yet. So there's the big ticket things for new animals. The thing I'm also really excited about, though, is there's going to be over 200 new scenery pieces, which is super exciting. Building scenery and foliage pieces to choose from and get creative with. They've said you can build your own Scandinavian village, and the one image they show here, they're showing off some of the ice blocks, what it looks like, the ice rocks there up against the side of the path. Also, we can see, obviously, a Christmas tree at the end there, a lit-up festive tree with some lights coming from it. But the thing I'm really excited about are these sort of wooden sculptures here. Whether the whole scenery pack is a Scandinavian vibe or what, I don't know, but personally they look a little bit Inuit. I think we could definitely use some of those in a North American style zoo as well. It's one thing Planet Zoo or the Planet series are always really good at, is actually making their scenery just generic enough for you to be able to use it in multiple different ideas and spaces. So yeah, really excited about that. So 4 new animals, 200 new scenery pieces, and also 2 new scenarios. We're not currently playing the scenarios, but I know a lot of people there really enjoyed them. One where you're going to be in the tundra biome of Norway, and the other one, interestingly, in the desert biome of Mexico. I imagine that's going to be having to try and keep these Arctic animals in the hot weather, you know, maybe building some sort of temperature regulated domes, that kind of thing. That would make sense to me. The 2 zoos come with their own stories and challenges, but you'll need to deal with to ensure animal welfare and park success. So wow, that's fantastic. It comes out next Thursday. 4 new animals, 200 new building pieces. It's priced pretty well as well. It's priced at $9.99 US, 9.99 euros, 7.99 British. I mean, there are always going to be people who aren't happy about paid DLC no matter what they do. I'm well aware of this. I mean, feel free to comment down below. Obviously, keep it constructive, please. Keep it civil. I personally, I've said this before, and I hope I don't sound like a boomer or anything, but you know, I'm relatively comfortable in my earnings. I have a bit of a disposable income for things like video games. $10 for hours and hours worth of content that I'm going to get from this pack is more than acceptable for me. I spend $4 on a coffee, you know, so personally $10 for 4 gorgeous new animals, 200 scenery pieces. I have no problem paying for that all day long. I know there are some people who are going to say it's too expensive, but please remember, folks, that it is all subjective, you know. Personally, if they gave me a thin metal pole with no detail on it, I'd pay him $10 for that because I really need one of those, you know. And so it's all subjective in what you're able to afford or what you're willing to afford, and I understand that. But personally, I always feel that Frontier do a pretty good job of pricing their DLCs compared to something like The Sims. You know, I personally feel, for me, The Sims DLC is a little bit overpriced. But again, lots of other players are more than happy to pay for the Sims DLC. So that's what you've got to remember here, folks, is that it is all subjective. If it is too expensive for yourselves, just bear in mind that you are getting a free update at the same time with lots of new quality of life changes that you can play around with. And personally, you know, new animals, hell, I've put down 5 animals so far and there's 70 odd in the base game, so you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that the Outfit Pack is a necessity, so to speak. But no, I'm really looking forward to it. Can't wait to see more of it. A lot of people are going to maybe wonder where penguins are, because obviously they kind of fit within this cold biome area, although, you know, they have called it the Arctic Pack specifically. You know, penguins don't really exist in the northern hemisphere. The main reason I think we're not seeing penguins just yet is because that they are going to require a bit of a rewrite to the system, or a bit of a development to the system of swimming. Currently, animals will only swim on the surface of the water, which for most animals looks fine, but penguins, obviously, you know, very famously, very sort of iconically do those big sort of dives and swoops under the water. So personally, I don't see us getting something like penguins until maybe they can address that system. So maybe we'll see that in the future. But you know what? Perfectly timed DLC for Christmas. I really can't wait to dive into it. So yes, we will do next Tuesday, I believe, is when it comes out. Let me just double check on dates there. Tuesday, yeah, next Tuesday, the 17th of December. We will be jumping into it as soon as we can here on the channel. Hopefully you'll join me for that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Until next time, be good.